Fakes left, now taken off. Gonna run for it, got it! There he goes! The 6 or the 10 to 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 19 of the Buds Mafia podcast. It's depressing. It's sad, anger, and everything above. I was honestly dreading recording just because I don't even know what to say at the moment. It's been horrible. Another year, another miss, and we're not like other teams. We can't just at least lose, at least end on a high note. We have to end on just the worst possible way, the worst effort, the worst everything. Just everything. Everything. We can't end, in a game 6 or game 7 when our best players laid it on the line. Can't end on, just putting it all out there. We have to end on a 6-1 loss with beers getting thrown on the ice, jerseys thrown on the ice, and half the arena gone by a third period. And, and the fans, you salute the fans after the game, and you're getting booed. And they should get booed, in my opinion. But yeah, that's where we're going to start. Well, Jackson, how was your weekend, buddy? I feel like I have the answer, but how was it? I know you were up at the cottage this weekend for the long weekend.
Fucking rushed up north to watch them win Game 5. This is what I said from the beginning. I was like, it's going to be 2-2. We're going to have a shit Game 4, shit Game 5. Game 4 was good. Going to win Game 6, going to go to Game 7, and we're going to I thought we were going to lose in overtime. That was with us a Maple Leaf way. Turns out there's a new Maple Leaf way, and it's just no effort or passion or whatever. Let me tell you something. When they kept putting up "Bring the Passion" on the boards, all right. Overall, though, weekend was pretty good. The weather wasn't amazing, but I broke 80 for the first time. Nice. Yeah, I shot 77. First time this year. I shot 77. Made the mistake though. I shot 38 on the front, and I came out on the back nine and went par, birdie, and I was 1 under through 5. And I had 4 holes left. Or I was 1 under through 4. And I had 4 holes left. And proceeded to double, bogey. I could have really done really well. I'll take the 77. I'm not upset about it.
For sure.
I turned around the next day and shot 88. So, that's the nature of my golf game right now. It's just inconsistent. But yeah, I played amazingly well. And then on yesterday, I literally didn't hit my driver once. I just cranked my 3-wood. And I hit my 3-wood like 270 yards. It was ridiculous. It's just a problem. I'm in shambles right now. But the weekend was good. Didn't do much other than just watch a horrible hockey game yesterday. Watch Scotty win. And, yeah. This is what sucks. At the end of the day, the Bills lose. I gotta put everything on the Leafs. I don't give a fuck about basketball. Couldn't really care about baseball. Whatever. Then the Leafs lose. And I gotta look forward to watching the fucking Buffalo Bills. Let me tell you, I love the Bills. Love them. But it's heart-wrenching. I know they're gonna rip it out from me just like they did last year. Just like the Leafs did this year. Just for those of you who follow CFL, I'm a Ticats fan. I watched them lose 2 Grey Cups. I've never seen one team win. I watched the Raptors win in 2019, but I honestly couldn't give a fuck about basketball. Like, I couldn't. It's just... Yeah. Other than that, how was your weekend, buddy?
It sucked. Everything about it sucked. Me and Jackson actually played golf on last Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe. It was actually a great match. We both played pretty well. We basically played a fucking hurricane. Jackson got his first win over me. So it's 2-1. I'm 2-1 in total. Let's see. Friday, I just stayed home, watched the game with my family and my brother. Big 2-0 win. Was feeling good over the weekend. Saturday, kind of just chilled, watched the Jets game. Then this Sunday, prepared for the worst, golfed in the morning. I actually played at Heron Point, Pretty lucrative course, but I despise that course now. It's so fucking hard. I shot over 110. It was so goddamn hard in the wind. But me and Emerson, we took the dub over Emerson's our Oilers fan. Me and him took the dub over Vu and Matt. But yeah, it was a horrible day. Then get home, watch Scotty finish the PGA, just clean it up. Got ready for the game, and then disaster. And my girlfriend came over to watch the game with my family. She did game 6 as well for good luck. I felt bad for her because after the game, like, we watched 3 episodes of our show, which 3 episodes like 3 hours long. And I'm not even kidding. I didn't say a single word to her for the rest of the night. I didn't say a single thing. Even this morning, I said, all right, I'm going home. We got dressed. I drove her home, and I drove back. Didn't say a single word. It's just, I'm so disgusted. And I have our idiot friends, Chris, keep messaging me stats about the fucking Leafs and how they're game 7s, like he doesn't know already. And I can't tell if he's trolling or just being a genuine bad guy or just moron. But yeah, that's just my stake with him.
Dude, I was dying yesterday. I felt so bad, but I knew he was gonna do something like that. At least you and Caitlin don't really talk. I get it pretty good for being really negative. I'm not the most positive guy when it comes to watching professional sports. Even watching Rory's Masters win, I was screaming at the TV. And it got to a point where Brad Marchand had the puck yesterday, and I screamed out, "Would you just fucking kill him?" And Taylor said, "I don't like that. Can you just say get him?" And so I tried it.
It has to be kill. It has to be kill.
It has to be kill. Yeah. I hate how... You know what? I just hate how it affects me so deeply. But it's like, also, when you put out a performance in Game 5 like that, and then a performance in Game 7...
At home. Both at home. Like, you know? It just describes them perfectly. Like, we'll break it down now. Might as well. So Game 5, I mean, it's washable game, just kind of like Game 7 is. You could arguably say Game 7 is a bit better because at times in that first period, they actually pushed back and Nylander had chances to a few breakaways. Game 5 was horrible from the start. Like, just nothing went well. Wash game, going back to Florida. And I was like, Game 6 was probably the calmest I've been throughout the series because I was either like, they're going to get killed again and I already can picture it, or they're of course going to push the Game 7 because that's what Leafs do, then still fucking lose. So I was actually pretty calm during Game 6 as calm goes. Caitlin's like, that's your calm during a Leaf game? I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. Like, most times I'm screaming. Game 6, you know, what happened? The Leafs tease you. That's what, as fans, we always get teased. Like, oh, Matthews breaks the ice. Wool shutouts. Like, oh my god, we actually maybe have a chance. Nyes gets hurt, but he's available for Game 7, even though he still looked pretty hurt throughout the game. He didn't look like himself. Then Game 7, the hype up, the build up, the city was electric. We had friends who were in Toronto, and they said the whole city was buzzing. And then just, first period, 0-0, I'm pretty sure. The first 10 minutes, Florida dominated. Like, they played like their regular style type of game. And then the next half, I thought Toronto actually played really good. I thought they had some chances. Nylander was buzzing. Again, we obviously, of course, we have 2 breakaways, and they're both our fourth-line guys who can't score, but they gave it a good shot. And then disaster struck. I think Jones scored the first goal. Not sure what Carlo was doing on that first goal. He kept backing up into Wool, where I think I wasn't really worried about Reinhart on the other side. I would have just attacked Seth Jones, and he just hit a perfect shot. Then just the third line, like that third line of Florida is probably the best third line in hockey. Probably one of the best lines in hockey right now with Marchand, Lundell, and Luosterainen. And they just beat the shit out of us. Like, it was literally the perfect Florida style of game. They forechecked like crazy. They didn't give us fucking anything. They capitalized on all opportunities, and we just got fucking embarrassed. Strictly embarrassed. In past years, when we lose in Game 7, 1-goal game, overtime, arguably say we actually put in some effort. Like, today is just embarrassing. And hearing fucking Matthews and Marner's comments after the game. Like, Marner's gone. We can talk about that later, but fuck that guy. He's fucking gone. Matthews' comments, like, he's saying, too many guys were what did he say? He said, like, too many guys were passengers in this. Like, you're fucking much better. I hope you're fucking gone, too. Like, you're just as bad as Marner, in my opinion. It's just disgusting. I don't even know where to go. We have a lot of changes this offseason. Shanahan's probably gone. hopefully Marner's gone. Hopefully we can fucking trade Riley too. I've defended Riley for years. He's fucking horrible. And of course, I'm pretty sure he has a no trade clause, so that's even better for us. Perfect. But I think it's modified, so maybe he can send in a list of teams. But I doubt he would do that because I don't know what fucking team would want him. And if it's a good team that he wants to go to, I doubt they fucking want him as well. Send Domi to Kazakhstan. He's fucking horrible. I don't even know. Hopefully bring back JT. I think he played better with the kind of more pressure off his shoulders. And he clearly wants to stay. Like, they kept asking him, like, do you want to stay? He's like, yes, I want to be here. And I think he can sign a good deal. Like a 3x6, I'm more than okay with that. He's a perfect second-line center. I thought he did his job in all aspects. I'd bring him back. And just, Shanahan's probably gone. Wool was okay. I mean, Wool in Game 7, obviously, just you can't really blame everyone. Everyone was to blame on Game 7. Game 6, he was great. I don't know. It's going to be a different offseason.
Fucking turnovers. They had no offensive zone pressure, so to the point where it was like they would get it out of their zone, but not even get it into the other. Like, they would just be in the middle of the ice.
They broke out so easily.
And then you're sitting there and, like, yeah, you pay a goalie because they have to save the team. But at the end of the day, when there's fucking 38 shot attempts in the first period and it's 0-0, your goalie has done his job.
Yeah.
And the fact that they scored 3, you knew it was coming in the second period. The fact they scored 3 that quickly, you're like
6 minutes.
You're sitting there and you're looking at it. You're like, there's only so much Wall can do. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him. Should he have probably saved the Seth Jones shot? Should he have probably stopped a few of them? Yeah, but like, help your goalie out, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Tanev yesterday was fucking yelling at McCabe when they're behind. Like, McCabe's standing behind the fucking net without the puck, and Tanev's like, "Get the fuck up here!" Like, it's I don't know. It was ridiculous.
It's just we need.
To see Marner yelling too after
that,
his
I was just
performance
gonna
and shit.
bring that up.
Like,
it's like you're thinking.
Man.
It's yelling's one thing. Looking at him yelling, obviously without a bead of sweat on his head, is just so funny and just everything. It's just like there's leading by obviously yelling. Obviously, if you're battling hard, yelling, that's fine. But it's like when you're putting up that performance, like, lead by example. Don't lead by yelling at them when you're clearly doing the worst of all of them. Like, do you think those guys were motivated after Marner yelled at them? And then, of course, the Leafs, they tease us a bit with Domi goal. The atmosphere is a bit buzzing again. I think they scored 2 minutes later. After the Domi goal, I didn't even celebrate.
They scored 48 seconds later.
Yeah, I was like, I know it's going to come back right now. And they did. And I mean, fuck, honestly, credit to Florida. Like, they are just a well-oiled machine. There's no flaws in their game. Like, they're incredibly well-coached.
The shitty thing is
awesome.
They're beatable. The shitty thing is they're beatable. They're just fucking. They're
you have
beatable.
to play
just
their
the
game.
Leafs just don't fucking play. They don't play hard. Fucking Willie pissed me off yesterday.
Willie didn't look good either.
He fucking was just skating around.
Yeah,
like he was like, yeah. Put the team on your back, whatever you want the puck, 100%. And I understand that you're not a hard-nosed player, you're not going to throw the body, but at the end of the day, it's a fucking playoffs. You've been in the league for
Game 7. You got to play. Everyone's got to play hard in Game 7.
You got to play hard, man. Like fucking forecheck.
And it's just and their forwards. Even if it was they dumped it in, it was one guy going. Obviously, easy D to D. No matter what, our D were getting hit. No matter what, and they're getting hit hard. Where we were not hitting their defense. I think it was a Paul Maurice quote from last season or last playoffs or playoffs before that, and he said, "Hit their fucking D, so when it comes to Game 7, they have nothing left." And that's what they did. Tanev got hit. Like I think they showed it before Game 7. They showed how many times Chris Tanev got hit and how many times Aaron Ekblad got hit. Aaron Ekblad got hit. I think it was 15 to 18 times, which is laughable as the top defenseman. You should be hitting that guy 100 times. Where Chris Tanev, they said, got hit over 115 times that series.
Yes.
That disparity just shows a difference in game. Toronto, they throw some hits every now and then. Florida hits you no matter fucking what. And just like Paul Maurice said in his quote, it's so, when you have Game 7, you have nothing left. Like, our defense were tired. They were gassed. You know how tiring that is? They get hit every fucking shift, every time you touch the puck. Where Florida's D, they were skating up. They were making a play. They were fine. And they had energy where we were dead. And our forwards were not supporting. We would dump a puck in with no purpose. Like, Marner is not the playoff style play. You can't dump the puck in when Marner's on there because he's not going to forecheck. He's not going to hit some guy off the puck. Like you can't when Nyes is a great dump and chase type guy, but when Nyes rims the puck or dumps the puck and Marner's the guy getting it, that defense is fucking laughing because what the fuck is Marner going to do on the forecheck? Nothing, right? Like Florida's built to win, and I think it's going to be a great series with them in Carolina. I'm definitely cheering for Carolina, but I want neither of those teams to win. I'd rather either of the Western Conference teams to win, but I'm just disgusted. This is the worst dating back to 2013, it was my first playoffs really watching, because I don't remember, because we're 2000s born. I don't remember 2004 or 2002 or 03 or whatever. 2013, we're playing the Big Bad Bruins. Lost in Game 7, obviously the biggest comeback or biggest upset, whatever, in the Game 7, up 4-1. That was heartbreaking. Saw years of just being fucking losers. Finally make the playoffs, going from last to make the playoffs. I don't think any other team has done. We get Matthews. We play the President's Trophy winner, Washington Capitals. We push them to Game 6. The future's looking awesome. 2 straight years playing Boston, losing Game 7. Qualifying round, we play Columbus. What happens? We fucking lose to Columbus in the qualifying round. Next year is the fucking bubble. Heavy favorites. We blow a 3-1 series lead to Montreal. Lose in a Game 7. Fucking lose to Tampa Game 7. We beat Tampa in a Game 6, but then get killed by Florida in Game 5. We lose last year in Game 7 to Boston again, and this year again. Something has to change. It's fucking embarrassing. Marner, I will say people will shove me online. I still think he's one of the best Leafs of all time in the sense of statistical category because I looked it up. He's top 5 in regular season and playoff points. I understand playoffs and championships is the biggest aspect in everything, but you can't deny the fact he's top 5 in both. You can't say some guys say he's not even top 20 all time. I think that's ridiculous. I think points wise, you have to winning is obviously now, but how many fucking Leafs in history have won? And also, the guys I'm arguing are probably 20 years old who've never fucking seen Dave Keon or Tim. Some guy said Tim Horton's better than Mitch Marner. I'm like, yeah, you're fucking smoking crack. That's fucking crazy. Made a hell of a donut, but that's all. That's it. Like, Mitch Marner, I really want to go in. Like, he's just such a fucking disgrace. Like, he really is. Like, he shows zero effort. The fact that he wants to get paid $13.5 million is absurd. It's absurd. He's not even worth 10. If we bring him back, I would say an 8x9, 8x8. I don't care. Sam Reinhart makes 8.6. Mikko Rantanen, the guy who we could have fucking had, is making 12. And he's getting a goal a game, 2 assists a game, all this shit. Like, Mitch Marner is an embarrassment. People are like, oh, we're going to lose him for nothing. Good riddance. I don't care. We can get 2 players for the cost of $13 million. He's an embarrassment. There's nothing good about him anymore. I don't care how many points you put in the playoffs. Look, he was point a game this year. He had 2 goals in the biggest games. He fucking did nothing. And 5-on-5, he's our worst player. Like, he's good on the power play. He's good leading that point. 5-on-5, he makes 0 difference. Good riddance. I don't want him back.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm over it.
And Matthews, too. Matthews was just as bad. Marner always gets criticized. Matthews was just as shit. He was horrible. Yeah. I think 69 goals, and he had, 3 goals these playoffs?
I think he was still fucking hurt, but I don't know.
That doesn't matter to me anymore, honestly. I've seen so many times. I remember keep bringing it back. Bergeron in 2013. He played the Stanley Cup Finals with a punctured lung and a broken rib. Couldn't tell. Yeah. Draisaitl 2 years ago against Colorado averaged 2 points a game, against Calgary, averaged 2 points a game on one leg. His other leg, I think he tore his ACL and his PCL. Couldn't tell. Steve Yzerman back in the 2000s, he had his one knee was basically just bone. Led his team to the finals, led his team in points, won the Stanley Cup and the Olympic golds, and had to get surgery and was out for 6 months. You can't really, it's so hard to tell a player, you're hurt. You're still not putting up numbers. But the greatest have done it. You're the highest paid player in the league as of right now. Beginning of next season, it'll be Draisaitl, and he's definitely deserving of that. Matthews, I don't even think right now he's a top 10 player. The goals, sure, he had 69 goals 2 years ago. Last year, 30 goals in, 60 games or something this year. Defense, wow, that's awesome. Fantastic. Again, you don't get paid $13.5 million for just your defense. Like it's a bit embarrassing. He needs to be better. And yeah, it's exciting what's to come for Toronto though, all the possibilities. I think going to this offseason, I think we're top 10 in cap space this offseason because of how much we're offloading. There's definitely, some options out there. I think target number 1 is Bennett. Say what you want about him. Dirty. I would pay him anything. I'd arguably want him. I'd pay him whatever Marner. Like he's just so much better for the playoffs. And yeah, bring Bennett, bring Marchand, honestly too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. I'm so over it, man.
Yeah. And Jesse Pollock, the Winnipeg Jets, the TSN guy, I don't know if that is. He said, would you rather Marner at 13 or Marchand and Bennett for 15 total? And I said I'd rather Marchand and Bennett for 15.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped watching with 10 minutes left in the third and I went to bed. I couldn't do it. I've watched enough games to the very end just to be heartbroken, and people are going to say, oh, you're not a real fan. I don't give a fuck. The amount of games I've watched of the league, I watch almost every single game during the regular season when I can. I watch every single playoff game, and I'd be at fucking work. This is what pisses me off, okay? I'm at fucking work on afternoons, and I'm listening to the game over the radio. I'm getting all these Polish guys who I work with excited about the fucking Maple Leafs, and they don't even have the fucking courage or the passion or whatever to fucking actually give a Game 7 fucking effort. Like, I'm out here fucking making sure that I listen. Like, this is what I can't stand. This is what the people of the city of Toronto is like fucking the people don't get. It's like you get teased 24/7. You think, oh, this is the year. You hear it nonstop. All the media is around Toronto, and yeah, you're not a fucking normal team. You're not a Florida Panthers who is fucking, if they got bounced in the first round, the fucking media in Florida's not going to care.
Carolina, they're not going to care. Dallas,
they're not going to
care. No.
We're in one of the biggest markets ever. You haven't won a cup since 1967. You've been consistently bounced out of the fucking first round. You can't get past the second round. And it's like, yeah, until you fucking prove it and you show that you know what? You know how we were fucking shitting on how it's like Club Toronto and fucking it's all shitty and whatever, that there's no passion during the regular season? There shouldn't be. Until you give us a reason to have actual passion, fuck it. Let all the suits go. I don't fucking care. You're going to charge $300 for a fucking ticket. I'm never going to go. I'm not going to go to a fucking game. I'm just going to sit on my fucking couch and watch it on TV because I can't give a fuck about the fact that you guys are going to sit there every single year and I got to sit here and do a fucking podcast now because we want to start a podcast and explain to people why I just don't fucking care. I don't.
And online, people are saying that we're disgraceful franchise with all, the jersey throwing, all this shit. A lot, like the least fan generation of, 2000 plus born. What do we have to celebrate and be passionate about? It's, by the way, for the stuff during the game, beer cans, no matter what, should never be thrown on ice at any point. Never. I'll agree with that, 100%. Nothing during play ever should be thrown on ice. During play, no, because it could hit someone can trip, tear, nothing. The jerseys in the intermission or whistle, toss that shit. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. They've given you nothing. I mean, I would never do it because that's like $300 to throw on the ice. But, yeah, it's just, what do we have? We've had nothing. Like, my dad was born when the fucking last time the fucking Leafs won. But, like, the 90s, the Leafs were exciting. Early 2000s, they were exciting. What now, like, oh my God. So this is good. This will give them a penalty box, but, like, Paul Maurice, Tkachuk, and Marchand are pissing me off with this, like, these guys, they get scrutinized so much. I think fucking Tkachuk said he put that team anywhere but Toronto, they're winning the cup. It's like, fuck, man. Like, we're really going to, it's every year, we're really going to consistently scapegoat our star players on their horrible performance on us, on what the media perceive them. We're really going to blame our top 60 MVP goal scorer on having 2 goals in 15 playoff games. I think it's 3 goals in his last 30 playoff games on the media being too hard on him. We're consistently scapegoating these star players, who want all this money. They should get scrutinized. And you're a big boy. You're fine. Like, it's... And Paul Maurice after Game 5 said, like, oh, I think the Leafs didn't even play that bad. I thought we were at an even game. Like, you curb stomped us 6-1. We keep babying these players. I know it's in a hard market, but fuck. Like, you're making it hard on yourself. If you know what, if Matthews had 0 points, if they had 0 points, but every game I saw McCabe, you know what, he's just getting snake bit and he's trying his ass off. Then sure, I know points at the end of the day is number one thing, but they're not even fucking trying. I see nothing. I see no improvement. And every year we scapegoat these players into like, oh, it's the media's fault. It's the criticism. Like, fuck off. Like, no, they're big. They're professional athletes making $100 million, right? They should, like, I don't know. They're consistently getting, shit thrown under the rug, and I'm tired of it. They deserve to get all the hate and, like, all the scrutiny because they deserve it, because they haven't shown us fucking anything. I'm tired of babying these fucking guys. I don't get it. Every fucking year it happens.
Everyone takes it as personal. It's like, first of all, you're playing on the biggest stage. It's not a personal attack on you. No one thinks you're a shitty human being unless you are. At the end of the day, if you went out there and put an effort out, I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm not mad because I think, oh, Austin Matthews is a shit person. I bet you if him and I went out for a beer, we get along. I have the same thing with Mitch Marner. I'm sure he's a great guy. At the end of the day, you can't sit there. You fought your way to a Game 7. After Game 6, I was like, we could actually do this. I felt promise. Like, the way that they came out, they played, it was great. And then I was sitting there, and the game started, and it was just, they were down our throats, and I was like, man, it's horrible. They can't get the puck out of the zone. Everyone's tired. The only person who seemed like they were actually trying yesterday was, like, the fourth line. It was like Lorenz and Lawton. Lawton was the only one who was actually pushing people around.
Lawton was pushing.
Lawton's been on the team for fucking less than 3 months. Like, for the love of fuck. And Simone Benoit was actually, like, out there trying to make plays. Like, all of these... Brandon Carlo was out there and fucking blocked a shot with his ass. Like, all these guys who haven't been on the team for an extended period of time are out there giving it their all. These other guys are just so used to... For real. They just want to be in the fucking Cancun. They want to swing a golf club.
Yeah.
They're not used to the pressure. They're not used to... Yes. It's tough to play in Toronto. 100%. I'm not saying that I would be good in playing Toronto. Just like it's tough to play in all these other markets in different sports. The NFL, most markets are difficult to play in. The NHL, all Canadian markets are very difficult to play in. Look at what happened with Vancouver. Anything that's happened with Edmonton over the last few years, they're very tough to play in because the media is so much tougher. Plus, hockey is Canada's game. At the end of the day, you need to put an effort out that shows your fans, even if you fucking lose, you felt like you left it all out there. And you know what? Like, if I'm Craig Berube, I'm sitting there, I'm like...
I can't win with these fucking guys. I can't win with them.
There's only so much I can say, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's a hard-nosed coach, but you need to have hard-nosed players to be coached by a hard-nosed coach, and I think all these guys are fucking pampered. Yeah. They're pampered. They want to go up to Muskoka. They want to fucking chill out. They want to fucking go and play with the best. Whatever. Just fucking figure it out.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, just seeing those four guys kind of scapegoat those three guys like they do every year. It's like... It's at the end of the day, they've accomplished nothing. They've accomplished fuck all. And we'll see what changes have. I think you build around Knies and Nylander. Sign, please, for the love of God, just sign him to whatever he wants. I want an 8-year deal with Knies. I don't want, the same fucking thing we've done with Matthews and Marner, where we give them that 5-6 year deal and we front load the fuck out of it, no move, everything. I want an 8-year deal. I don't know, 8 times 8. I don't think that would get it done because of his projection as a player. I think 8 times 9, I'll be more than happy with. He's a Berube type player. I think every time they brought up Knives with Berube, he's so impressed, and he's just the type of guy who I'd go to war with. So build around him. Like a first line next year of Knies, Matthews, and Nylander gets me very excited. I think that's a very strong line. And a second line, Tavares, hopefully Bennett, and something, Nikolai Ehlers is on the market, Matthew Shane's on the market. There's some good players. People are like, you can't make up for what Marner does. I'm like, regular season, no, we can't. But playoffs, we can make up a lot of players that'd be good for playoffs. Like a fucking Marchand and Bennett. Marchand's played in like 15 game 7s. You know what points he has too? 100 times what Marner has done. So
he's one of the best playoff hockey players ever, statistically.
100%. Like in our generation, 100%. And trust me, as Leafs fans, but as a Leafs fan, like we've seen him a lot, so we know. And so I would love him. don't think he would sign here. And people are also saying too, which is a fair point. It's like I'm talking with guys like, oh, like a Bennett, Marchand, and they're like, honestly, after this playoffs and after the meet, like, who would want to sign here? And at the end of the day, like, we'll love you if you fucking put in an effort. If you put up 0 points in the playoffs, but you're literally trying your ass off, or like just a leader, everything. Like Marner showed me nothing. Again, just no heart, nothing. I don't know. I feel like we're just beating a dead horse here, and I think it's gone on long enough. But
it's a therapy session.
Yeah, it is.
Needed it.
But I don't know. I remember like people like just.
I haven't even looked.
This is what I live for, dude. I can't stand this. Again, we've seen nothing win from any of our teams. The Leafs, obviously. So hopefully things change. I'm excited for this offseason. If we sign Marner to an 8 times 13, I'll fucking lose my mind. But that's the Leafs recap. We'll maybe breaking down more of their offseason soon. But we still got some good hockey left. A Final Four that I think a lot of people maybe predicted, I would say. Quickly, Carolina beat Washington in Game 5. Yeah, Washington, they were frauds. They were, of all the teams at the top that we kind of talked about at the end of the season, like it was Winnipeg, Carolina, and Washington. Now, that was the main three because they're both like top 5 teams. And who were the biggest fraud? And I said, honestly, I think Winnipeg's still a fraud, which Game 6, second round, no. But honestly, Washington was the fraud. They looked slow. They looked lazy. Carolina skated circles around them. I didn't watch too much of this series, but yeah, I mean, Ovechkin he's getting old. He definitely just could. Carolina's so on you and just so good defensively and skating that Ovechkin last season, and I know he scored 40 goals, one of the best goal scorers of all time. Like, a lot of his goals, he was just standing there, and they gave him the perfect pass. And I know but like, really, there's no goals I could picture this year that he went end-to-end and put on an effort to score. It was mainly just, he was one of the best shots ever. They'd find him, and then he would score. Where Carolina, they were on him, he's slow. And yeah, so Carolina, Florida, that's going to be a good series rematch from 2 years ago where Florida swept them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think it's a different Carolina team. I've been saying that for the Leafs and a lot of teams for a while, but I do think they're a bit more exciting. Honestly, the past years, their only issue was Frederik Andersen consistently getting hurt. Because he's a playoff guy. He has such an underrated goalie. He has great numbers this year, and he's still healthy. So, I mean, if he stays healthy, I think Carolina can definitely win it. Carolina has home ice advantage. I'm still going to say Florida in 7. Like, I can't bet against them. I'll be cheering for Carolina. The only reason I want them to win, it would be cool to see Brent Burns win the Stanley Cup. I like seeing those old guys get their ring as they deserve it. I'm still going to say Florida in 7. Road game. They're just built to win. But this is a different Carolina team than the past years. But they make the Eastern Conference Finals seems like every year, but then they get swept. So we'll see the difference. But yeah, what do you got in the series?
Florida in 6.
Yeah. And the scary thing is, too, is like, I know Bob had some shutouts against Toronto, but I don't even think he's been that dominant. I just don't think, like, his shutout was like a 20-save shutout, right? Like, and we know Bob can really steal a game.
Well. He played well in, like, game 5 and game 7. Even game 6, he played well. Like, again, I feel like a lot of these saves, like, a lot of the saves are in crucial points where it's like he just has that experience, whereas, like, Wall, I don't think he has the same experience, and then the crucial experience of like the third goal yesterday. If he stops that, it's 2-0 game. Like it's changing, right? But
yeah, so
I think he has the experience.
For sure.
I don't know. I hope Carolina runs him over. I hope Marchand gets injured. I never really actually hope for people to get injured, but I hope he does. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we got, and
you know what? Quickly, one last thing.
Yep.
Kachuk was invisible.
Irrelevant.
Invisible.
I don't.
His brother. I think his brother is better than him.
I think me and my brother were watching the game last night. I agree. His brother can skate. He's bigger. He has better hands.
He's way more physical.
I don't get how Matthew 2 years in a row had over 100 points. He's slow. He was registered as the slowest player in the league behind Patrick Maroon. His hands are like not the greatest. He gets to the front of the net. He gets these like I don't get it. When he hits guys, they're not hard hits because he's not a fast guy. Doesn't have a good shot. There was like a 1-on-1. he had with like McCabe or Tanev, and he just turned around and just dumped. Like, he doesn't do anything. I'm just so confused how he. And again, we're talking about Stanley Cup champion, again, a back-to-back like 100-point guy, but I mean, I'm sure he's battling injury as well because I know he missed half the season, but yeah, he was invisible. And but again, his intangibles, like everything he brings, they helped him win. He gets in guys' heads. Like, he surely got in Domi's head multiple times. Like, Domi, I don't know how I feel about Domi. I think we have to get rid of Domi too.
You know what? I don't
he shows
like
spurts, but like,
I don't
just,
like
yeah.
I don't like the penalties he's taking, and I didn't like. But every time he's on the ice, the one thing you can't take away from him is the fact that he's going to try. He's going to dig in.
Yeah,
he's going to
I
skate.
agree, yeah.
Whereas it's like, and like, yes, does he make silly mistakes sometimes and he digs in too far and he pinches a little too hard? Yeah. Does he fucking slash people in a game where you really don't need another penalty? Yeah. But at least he's got fire. Like, at least he's got something where it's like the thing that made me mad about Marner yelling is I would never be mad about a player yelling at another team, but you don't show it till round 2, game 7. Like, you've been calm, you know, and you know, I feel like the bench knew after the third goal. I feel like they knew. Like, that's, like, there's no coming back. And
his team doesn't have the heart to come back.
You could see it on their face. Like Tanev took an absolute beating and was still out. He was arguably the best player last night. Benoit played well. He had some bad spots, but he's not afraid to lay the body. He's not afraid to actually take a chance in the offensive zone. He's not afraid to skate. Like, I don't know. All of the D pairings, Ekman Larson kind of got worse.
He did not. I was not a fan of him. He did not look very good. He took some stupid penalties. He had that trip in Game 6, I'm pretty sure, where he basically put his stick in the guy's skates and was complaining afterwards. I'm like, that's the definition of a trip.
But like Benoit, McCabe, Tanev, those three, I look at them and I'm like, man, they care. They're hard hitting. They're not afraid to be vocal. They're not afraid to communicate. And like Matthews, we shit on him a lot, and I think he should have been a lot better. The one area he needs to improve in is this is no more of like a silent captaincy. You have to be loud. You have to be vocal. And obviously we don't get to see behind the scenes, but like you can't be, and I know that we're talking about the Leafs when we really should move on, but you can't be just a silent guy who like kind of is mysterious and like gets in people's heads and is like, oh yeah, he's our captain. It's like, you fucking be vocal.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah. Moving on. So Dallas, Winnipeg. We missed 3 games last time we recorded. So Game 4, I wrote down the Finnish Mafia is just too good. Those guys are unbelievable. Hellebuyck looked good, not great. Fleury's kind of 4-minute high-sticking penalty kind of killed that game. Heiskanen didn't look like he missed a beat. Like, he was flying out there. And just Dallas looks too good. And then Game 5, it's crazy disparity of Winnipeg at home versus away. Like, Game 5, Winnipeg looked like the President's Trophy Winnipeg Jets. They won 4-0. They hit fucking every single time. Like, if there's one team that hits more than Florida, it's Winnipeg at home. That's, like, what it is, right? Like, Winnipeg at home is a different team. Hellebuyck shutout. Jamie Benn suckers Mark Scheifele right in the head, and somehow Dallas ends up with the power play. Don't understand how that happens. Yeah, and then it was 3-2, and I'm like, man, if Winnipeg can just sneak one away game, I have them in Game 7. You can't beat Winnipeg at home, and I know Dallas beat them once at home, but Winnipeg's too good at home, and then obviously the tragic news of Mark Scheifele's dad, hearing that morning. Obviously, when I heard that he was questionable play, I knew he was going to play, though, just because, I knew it was going to be like his dad would want him to play.
Yeah.
And I think he was their best player. He scored the first goal of the game, which was awesome. It's so good to see that. But then I was just so gutted for that penalty. It was definitely a penalty. Definitely not a penalty shot, though. The sports side panel thought it was a penalty shot. I mean, when Scheifele tripped him, I don't know if it was Pionk or Sandberg, the other defenseman, he was pretty in line with Sam Steele. Like, yeah, would Sam Steele probably have been on a breakaway? Sure, but he wasn't on a clear breakaway, so I think tripping was the right call. They killed it, but then or they said they killed the first kind of 3/4 of it, then going into overtime, just second sick past Harley game. This Dallas team is just so perfectly built. Ottinger's arguably the best goalie in the world right now, and I think he's won that U.S. starting goalie job at this moment in time.
Yeah,
Their defense is insane. It was already so good, but now they have Heiskanen in the top 5 defensemen. Last night, because they run 11-7, 11-4 and 7D. Their fourth line, the two guys look like it was Robertson and Wyatt Johnson. Like, their forward core, their worst forward is Sam Steele. And Sam Steele's I think he's actually been pretty good.
Yeah.
They're just so good. I mean, Edmonton has a lot to fucking go up against. Their rematch from last year. Dallas is better than last year, in my opinion. Obviously with Rantanen in and everything. Edmonton, not much. I had Edmonton beating Vegas. I think I had it in 6. I don't know what Emerson. I think Emerson actually had Edmonton in 5.
Emerson actually had it in 5. Yeah, he did.
I was so confused why people had Vegas over Edmonton still, or at least so confidently. It's like we talked about before the second round preview. Like Vegas was outplayed in most of their games against Minnesota, and Edmonton, like they beat them pretty handily, I thought. And you know what? They beat them handily.
Holy fuck!
Without McDavid and Draisaitl dominating, like they didn't. Like, you okay over there?
Yeah.
I'll just keep going here.
By the way,
I'm a full-on Oilers fan now. Like I am hopping on the bandwagon. Last Canadian team. McDavid deserves it more than anyone. Fucking Jackson's dying over there because how much he loves the Oilers. Holy shit! Can we get it together? You're muted, buddy. You muted yourself.
My wife's a little worried.
It's fine.
Oh.
We're back.
All right, folks. I'm an Oilers fan too. I'm fucking crying.
Yeah, like, and McDavid and Draft, they like a point a game, which obviously is good for players like that, but they're really like a 2-point a game. Like, they're the highest point per game players in like playoff history, right? So, I don't know. It's going to be tough against Dallas. I'm still saying Edmonton in 6. I got the whole my same thing as last year.
Damn.
That's who I got. But yeah, it's going to be tough. But also, if I've always said with Edmonton, if you have Edmonton with stable goaltending, which obviously Skinner had like back-to-back shutouts, and your depth is playing like it is, McDavid and Draisaitl, they're going to pick it up, and they're going to be a tough team to beat. I know Dallas is playing them fantastic. They have Rantanen now, but I still have Edmonton in 6. I'll never bet against McDavid and Draisaitl again.
All right. I think I'm better. I'll take Edmonton too. I don't need Emerson coming for me, but I'm going in 7.
He might come back on, though. He's asked if he can come back on. I said maybe. I said if Edmonton's in the finals, you can come back on. Or maybe midway through the series, you can come back on. But Dallas is good. They're better than last year, but to me, I think Edmonton's better than last year, too. Their depth playing great. They somehow have solid goaltending again after Skinner was averaging 5 goals against a game, but now it's back-to-back shutouts. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I have I have Edmonton in 6. Florida in 7, and we're going to rematch from last year. That's what I think a lot of people predicted going into this season.
Yeah.
Just some quick little Colts notes. Huh?
I just don't care. I'm fucking so over hockey.
Well, at least, I don't know, at least it's now, I'm not too stressed anymore, but now stress has turned into depression. Quick little Colts notes before we move on from hockey. Rick Tocchet to the Flyers. I think it's really good for them. They have a decently promising future. And Rick Tocchet's a guy, played in Philly, one of the best Flyers of all time. So it's good for them. Adam Foote promoted to new Canucks head coaching position. That's clearly a move to just keep Quinn happy. I think Quinn loves Adam Foote, and Vancouver is trying to do everything they can to make Quinn happy, make him stay a Canuck for a long time. And Tom Willander, Vancouver's top defensive prospect, signs with them, so he'll likely be with them next season. But that's all I got for hockey. I don't know if you want to quickly move on to the NFL. You're going to break down the Bills' schedule for next season.
Yeah.
Well, also kind of some other stuff. Well, you just got some other news. The Niners lock up Fred Warner. He's now the highest paid linebacker in the NFL. 3 years, $63 million. Yeah, he's
Brock
awesome.
Purdy's contract? I don't know.
Yeah, Brock Purdy, he signed, 5 years at $250, something like that. He makes $53 million a year.
Fucking wild. And Brandon Ayuk single-handedly, and Deebo Samuel single-handedly. Like they should be paid a percentage of his contract. That's fucking I do like Brock Purdy.
He's like the 8th highest paid QB in the league right now, which again I agree. I do like him, but I don't know if he's $50 million good. But we'll see.
All right, we'll get into the Bills schedule just because we'll go quick through it. I'm pretty sure you're right. They're favored in almost every single game. They have a pretty easy start to the season, aside from Sunday Night Football in the opening game. But quickly, 3 preseason games. We'll play the Giants, the Bears, and the Bucks. Pretty good teams to kind of get new guys into, especially rookies, get them sorted or set up with the assignments and everything like that. Giants are going to have to figure a lot of shit out, so like their preseason is going to be very interesting. They got Jackson Dart, Jameson Winston, and Russell Wilson all in their quarterback room. See Abdul Carter kind of go for the first time, so that'll be interesting. The Bears, again, it'll be good just to kind of get a different look. The Bears will be good this year. They got a lot of offensive pieces that they kind of need to set in. And then same with the Bucks. The Bucks are kind of perennially, well, ever since Brady got there, they've been perennially good with Baker. They're usually a 500 team, maybe a double-digit win team, depending on how Baker plays throughout the year. Kind of a ringer for a wild card spot. So those are the 3 preseason games. Those will happen starting in August and kind of work their way through till the season starts. Season starts with Ravens-Bills at 8:20 p.m. Sunday night game. I don't love it. If I'm being honest, like I wouldn't be surprised if we lost that game and we're 0-1. Strictly because I think the Ravens are pretty pissed off about how the way it ended last year. Now that being said, I think it could also just be like it seems to be a thing where Josh Allen just comes out first game of the year and he's either absolutely amazing or absolutely terrible. Last year was absolutely amazing. The 2 years previous was not great. So I think we're on a 2-2 kind of split right now. So he could just go out and sling it. I think Sunday Night Football is huge. Makes some sense too. Rematch of the divisional round game. Then we got 1 o'clock game the following Sunday. Bills versus Jets. Bills take that win. So I'll say the Bills lose first game. I'm not going to be too biased. I'll go Ravens take it over the Bills. We're 1-1 through week 2. Then we play the Dolphins Thursday Night Football, short week. 2-1, no biggie. Saints 3-1. Patriots 4-1. Falcons 5-1. Panthers 6-1. Chiefs 7-1.
yeah, boy.
Dolphins. Yeah. The Bills, no matter what, they'll beat the Chiefs every single regular season. Doesn't matter. That's a 425 game too. That's a huge game. Like we got a ton of late night games. Like we play Sunday Night Football to start. Then we play a 1 o'clock game. Then we play Thursday Night Football. Then we play a 1 o'clock game. Then we play Sunday Night Football. Then we play Monday Night Football. Like, what? The Bills hate my sleep schedule, apparently. Don't want me to sleep well. So I have the Bills 7-1 going into week 10 against the Dolphins. I think 8-1 probably. Bucks, call it 8-2. I could see us dropping 1 to the Bucks. Bills Texans 9-2. Bills Steelers. Fuck, that should count as 2 wins. 10-2. Bills Bengals. I could see us dropping 1 to the Bengals, but we won't. 11-2. Bills Patriots. We'll lose the week 15 to the Patriots, so we'll be 11-3. Bills Browns. Dumb. 12-3. Bills Eagles week 17 425 game. That's 2-3 days after Christmas.
Where is it?
I'm pretty sure it's in Buffalo. All the hard games they have to play this year are in Buffalo. They play the Ravens at Buffalo. They play holy fuck wins. They play the Chiefs at Buffalo. They play at the Texans, so that's not horrible. The Bengals play at Buffalo, and the Eagles play at Buffalo. So I have the Bills 13-3 going into Week 18, and they play the Jets. So the Bills are going to finish 14-3 next year. Bookmark it, done. No biggie. We'll sweep the Jets in the division. We'll sweep the Dolphins in the division. I think we go 1-1 with the Patriots. That's what we always do. I think toss-up games that I kind of gave to us are the Bengals game, the Eagles game. The Chiefs game, I I think we'll always beat the Chiefs in the regular season. We'll always find a way, and then we'll always find a way to lose to them. But yeah, I like I said earlier, this is what's horrible. Like, our schedule through week 1 kind of sucks, starting with the Ravens. But I don't mind that. And then we play the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints, the Patriots. The Patriots are going to be a little tougher this year, I think. And we played Patriots Sunday Night Football, which is cool. Big divisional round game. Then we play the Falcons and the Panthers, so that's not horrible. So through week 8, we've played, give or take, 2 pretty tough teams in the Patriots and the Ravens. The Saints are shit. The Jets are the Jets. The Dolphins, I don't fucking even know. The Panthers are going to be good. I don't see us losing to the Panthers, though. And it's in Carolina in October, so it's not like it's going to be cold. But yeah, I don't know.
14-3, baby. Bookmark it.
14-3.
Maybe at one point in this offseason when, like, I'm sure every team's schedule is released, maybe we'll give a breakdown of, maybe close to the season, actually, we'll do, like, divisions, kind of where you think each team's going to fit in. But yeah.
I like that. We'll go quickly over to Bengals slander. Trey Hendrickson won't play without a contract. The Bengals front office just doesn't know how to fucking figure out how to run a football team. They only care about sucking off Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. T. Higgins gets it in the back sometimes, but, you know, I don't know. I don't care. The Bengals is like, Trey Hendrickson is amazing and helps your defense. It makes your defense immensely better, and you just don't want to pay him. And yeah, it's just horrible. Other than that, Caleb Williams apparently was going to try and avoid going to the Bears. I'm going to say it probably worked out for him. I think he got his coach that he wants. I think the Bears are going to be relatively good. Yeah, I don't know. The NFL, like, I'm excited now, but I just really... The Leafs really fucked me.
Interesting. Any thoughts on the Caleb trying to go and avoid the Bears last year before his draft, or at least more his dad, I guess, trying to avoid the Bears?
I mean, I feel like that's normal. The Bears have kind of always, other than obviously like the '85 Bears defense, the Bears are pretty good. Never going to be amazing. I think with Caleb Williams, you have an actual shot at being good. You're in a tough division, so.
Yeah, that's division football. All right, you ready to just cap off here with the PGA Championship?
Yes, sir.
So I am the victor there. I'm now 10-6 on the season. But we both have a major. You won the Masters. I won the PGA. So I chose Scotty, who obviously just rode his way to victory. The first day was pretty boring. The opening, even though we had a dream threesome of Xander, Scotty, and Rory. Those guys all struggled day one. Rory was 3 over. Xander was, I think, 1 over. Scotty was 2 under. But, I mean, Scotty should be shooting, 65 each round. What are your thoughts on the whole mud ball kind of thing they're talking about? And kind of Scotty did kind of go off after round 1 or round 2 about, he doesn't feel like it's fair that he hits a perfect shot in the middle of the fairway and he's punished with a mud ball. I don't know. I've always just been, play it as it lies type guy. Like, you're not the only guy who probably has this, but I understand, it's another thing you have to look out for, but I don't know.
It's tough. Like, Shane Lowry had the thing where
The divot.
he landed in a divot and his ball was embedded, but because he was in the divot, he couldn't take it out. And it's like, the PGA Tour is already hard. These golf courses are already immensely hard. I don't like seeing guys absolutely blow up. At the end of the day, though, I do agree with play it as it lies, but I also see where some of these guys are coming from in the fact that, like, if the course is unreasonably wet, at some point there should be a way for you to not clean your ball, but, you hit a good shot and you don't get rewarded because the fairway is fucking a marsh, I don't know. I think it's tough. It's tough to make it just because you let one thing slide, it's a slippery slope, right?
Like it's, lift, clean, and replace, I guess, but I don't know. It's more. It's not like you're just the one getting screwed over. Like I'm sure everyone is, but yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, he still found a way to win. And the whole I don't know, this whole driver controversy with Rory. Apparently, Scotty's driver was changed as well, but that wasn't kind of bigger news because Scotty still played pretty well after the first round. More Rory just couldn't find his game. Just could not fucking find a fairway. I think after 2 rounds, he found like 4 fairways.
4 out of 14 on the first day.
Yeah, so he was 3-0 first day, 200 on the next day, where he almost blew it on 18 to miss the cut. Like, he hit it. His drive went left, and there's a little creek along the left at 18 at Quail. And he was so close in the water, but he wasn't. Hit his just into rough to rough, and then somehow made it for bogey, which put him exactly at 1 over, made the cut. But then just couldn't find his game. Then round 3 and 4 both shot 1 over both rounds, and then just couldn't find it. I don't know if the driver, how much it had to do with it. I don't know why it was illegal. I'm sure they won't really tell you why.
I think.
But at the end of the day, like, Scotty adjusted. Like, he's the best golfer in the world, but I'm not sure what the reasoning is there.
Yeah. I think it's just a tough course. Like,
it was tough, and it rained all week prior to it.
Plus, Saturday, and I'm pretty sure Saturday and Sunday there was a weather delay in the morning. So, like, I think it's just tough. Conditions are constantly changing. Like, the scores weren't crazy, and it was really just Scotty's Saturday that, like, catapulted it. You know, and not like I think 4. He was 4 under on like the last 4 holes or something like that.
His last 4 holes really just shows why he's the best player in the world. How he doesn't get rattled. He lost the lead. He tied it with Rom. Rom was really charging on that last day. In the third round as well. It showed why he's the best in the world. He didn't, like, he stayed focused, stayed calm. Doesn't seem like a lot gets to him. And he just kept making shots. And then the dagger at the end was just hole 18. You know, it was 18 or 17. He's like 175, 180 from the hole, in a divot, 8 iron, 10 feet, birdie. It's just like, fuck, dude. Like, he was just so perfect, and I don't know. I feel like he's gonna get that Grand Slam pretty quickly. He has 2 Masters and he's got a PGA. He's got a couple top 5s at the U.S. Open. I don't think he's fared fairly well at the Open, but I don't know. He's playing great golf right now. We'll see. For how straight and how consistently he hits it, which you have to do at Oakmont at this U.S. Open next month. He's definitely going to be the favorite there. But yeah, so I had Scotty, I had JT who missed the cut, which I was very surprised. Some big name guys missed the cut. JT, Auberg, Koepka was horrible. Did you see that picture of Koepka after the game? Some fan like snagged a picture of him at like
Miller Lite.
That's awesome. That's just he's just mad. He's wanting to get some beers. You had Rory 47th, Bryson tied second. He actually made a charge there as well. But again, last 2 holes, I think he doubled and bogeyed. He went from like 8 under to 5 under. Corey Connors, again, solid. Again, the third round kind of killed him with 3 over. But still finished top 20. Solid ending round with 4 under. So Connors is just a top 20 machine. I guarantee you're going to pick him next week as well. But yeah.
He's my favorite.
So we got the Charles Schwab Classic. Let's take a look at the field. I'm picking first, right? Let's see, I haven't looked much at this field here. Let's get a quick little gander. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on Michael Block's comments? So I wrote that down. Do you see what he said?
No.
I don't know if he was trolling. I don't think he was from how he said it, but because he was horrible. Like, he didn't play very well. He said, because they asked him about his, why he struggled. He put the one PGA Championship he did so well. And he said because there was less fans, he didn't feel as into it, and that's why he hit the ball poorly. And I thought that was kind of wild. Again, I don't know if he's trolling or whatever, but I don't know. I thought it was a wild thing to say.
He shot horrible. He shot 82 on fucking... Yeah. He shot 42-40. He shot the same as I shot better than him on Saturday. I wasn't playing at fucking Quail Hollow.
Same conditions, but yeah. Well, with my first pick, coming off a win, I'm going to go with Scotty Scheffler.
For you. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you.
You know what? I don't need this. I don't need this today. I hate how he's in every fucking tournament. Like, fuck off, Scotty. Take a week off. I'm just searching players up. Give me 1 second. You know what? Give me Akshay.
Akshay. I'm going to take Siwoo. Yeah, solid quail. Or solid PGA. I'm not sure where he finished. He had that sick hole-in-one from 250. And that one hole in round one, he just, like, started ripping darts for some fucking reason. But I respect that.
Did you see what he said? He said, I'm old. Old and stressed. Give me Tom Kim.
Is he even that fucking old? I feel like he's not.
Siwoo?
Yeah.
A little old.
My last pick. Who do I want? Give me Tommy. Tommy Fleet.
I'll take Adam Svensson.
Svensson, eh?
Gotta pick a Canadian.
Why? Is Connor's not in the field?
Yeah, he's not in the field.
No, that was a lock to pick.
I know.
Alright, I'll go with my lock of the weekend, my bet the farm. I did it this morning. I've been on the schneid recently. Did you lose last week?
I don't even know. If I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure I did.
Did you win?
Pretty sure I lost.
Oh, lost.
Yeah, I lost.
Okay, so I'm 3-15. You're 4-14. Our locks of the weeks are more becoming like bet the farms.
Yeah.
But mine, it's for the Carolina-Florida game tomorrow. So this will already be out. So sorry you can't bet on this. Sucks to be you. But I have Carter Verhaeghe over 2.5 shots. He's been, dude, I think it was game 6. Carter Verhaeghe had 14 shot attempts. He shoots it anywhere he gets the puck. So I have Carter Verhaeghe over 2.5 shots. I have Sebastian Aho over 0.5 assists, so get an assist. And I have Anderson over 23.5 saves, $5 to win 32. And my bet the farm, I have the Hurricanes money line. I think they're going to win game 1 at home. Seth Jarvis, anytime goal scorer. Sam Reinhart, anytime goal scorer. And I have Dallas actually winning game 1 in Dallas. But Leon gets on the board. McDavid gets 2 assists. $1 to win $2.55.
It's not bad. I'm currently making my bet the farm.
But also, go ahead.
No, my lock of the week is just for the Thunder, the OKC Thunder to beat the Timberwolves tomorrow, and the New York Knicks to beat the Pacers, and Jalen Brunson to have 20 points. It's $5 for return 14. And then my lock of the week, or my bet the farm, I'm just going to choose every single. Do this live, folks. I'm choosing every single favorite in the baseball games over this current week. Damn, there's a lot of baseball games. I bet $1 to win $3,500, and I can run through it all. I took the Cubs, the Reds, the Mets, the Yankees, the Rays, the Brewers, the White Sox, the Cardinals, the Rockies, the Royals, the Angels, and the Dodgers. Plus 253,000.
Let's see. I was just gonna say also our PGA or our golf feature is looking really good too. John Rahm top 10 bet or top 10 in the PGA. We just need DeChambeau top 10 in the U.S. Open, which I'm very confident in that. Right now, buyout's like $40. But we let that bitch ride, don't we? Yeah, just penalty box. Just I already said
Leafs.
fucking Palm Reese and all. Yeah, but honestly, the Leafs. Mitch Marner mainly, but the Leafs. Highlight is 0 highlights of the week. Not a single one. That's my highlight. But yeah, I don't know if you have anything else today. Or should we just shut it down? I'll say this: it was a tough year for the Leafs. It was definitely the most excited one I've had in a while. It's the farthest we've gone, which is sad. But still, it was a good ride. You know, last time with the second round, we lost in Game 5, but Game 7, Stanley Cup champions. Again, if it ended just 2-1 loss, our guys laid it out there. I think we'd have a bit more pep in our step and then more optimism. And maybe we even want to bring Marner back. Psych. But yeah, it's heart-wrenching ending. But end of the day, I'm optimistic for the future. We'll sign Knives. We'll make some good moves this offseason. Well, Marner can play where the fuck he wants. The teams I have Marner going to are Pittsburgh because of Dubas, Chicago because they have so much cap space, play with Bedard, nice city. I have Utah as well, tons of cap space, and a kind of team on the rise. And a team that almost got him at the deadline, I think probably the favorite in my opinion, the Carolina Hurricanes. They're probably the best team that has the most cap space other than Toronto. I would say they have a ton of cap space. They don't really have any superstars making over $10 million. They wanted him in the first place. It's a calm, relaxing city. media friendly. I can see them just give him 13 and he fucks off. You don't really hear about him again. I kind of my teams. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely disappointing end, but exciting times. Hopefully it's a good off season, and hopefully we're back.
Well, fuck the Leafs for now.
Yeah, fuck them for now, and I hope they all suck. That's what I'll say.
I hope they have fun in the fucking Cancun.
Yeah. Alright, well, this has been an episode of Buds Mafia. Give us a follow on all social media platforms. Obviously, YouTube, Spotify as well, where you watch all your podcasts and videos. And yeah, Jackson.
Go Bills.
Go Bills now. Go Oilers. Go Oilers.
Go Oilers.
Go Oilers. They deserve it. And now we'll be riding that Oilers train. Maybe, who knows, maybe next episode we'll have another surprise guest. We'll see who comes on.
I don't think we can have him on yet. I think we need to get through a few games.
I think so too. I agree. Well, next week it'll already be 3-4 games done. All right, brother. It's good talking to you. Maybe we'll hit the links this week. All right.
Yes, sir. Cheers, brother.
Fakes left, now taken off. Gonna run for it. Got it!